Well, what do we have here? Good afternoon, ladies and gents. I guess the phrase of the day is better late than never. I'm going to get you caught up on the project and the progress we have on the 71 GTO. So this is a 1971 GTO convertible. I assure you that this car, when we started, was a 100% put together factory style rebuild in perfect driving order with not a single problem to it. The customer just wanted to change everything. He had it done not too long ago either, not here, somewhere else. This car is actually from Maryland, and we are in Massachusetts, so word of mouth is getting around. Let me catch you up on what we have going on here. So this car was powered by this Pontiac 400 right here and this Turbo 400 transmission right here. It's now going to be powered by this 525 horse LS3 GM Performance crate motor with a Billet Specialties front drive on it and this 6L80 transmission. And that's all going to be controlled by a Holley Terminator X-Max with Holley's 6L80 controller and the drive-by-wire option. So, pay no mind to that Ridetech control arm yet. What we started with was just tearing the whole car apart, stripping it all down. It's also getting a full American Auto Wire front to rear harness, Dakota Digitals, vintage air that you can see the block-off plate is already in, a bunch of odds and ends. I still have to figure out what to do with the radio. The customer just said, do what you would do if it was your vehicle. The plans that, well, the wrench that gets thrown in the plans with these older convertibles is you don't have a rear deck anymore, so you don't have any rear speakers. But I'm going to come up with something. We're going to figure it out. But yeah, so we stripped out everything. We also have a big aluminum radiator, electric fans, all that 9 yards going into it. We're using, I believe they're Hooker. I'll put the part number up here. Hooker engine mounts for this whole thing, which move the engine, I think it's 1.25 inches forward, which they have stock location and 1.25 inches forward. We decided to go with the 1.25 inches forward because we've done these in these A bodies before. And we know there's plenty of room here, so we wanted to go forward a little bit so we'd have more room in the back. We have a Performance Online brake booster and master cylinder and their proportioning valve as well, and that is hooked directly into the stock distribution block down on the frame, which we'll show you when I get the car up in the air. And when I tell you this was brand new everything, this was brand new control arms, brand new rubber bushings, brand new brakes, everything. This car was a restoration, not a numbers matching, but a restoration. And he just decided to switch gears, so here we are. So this LS3, as I said, is mounted in there with those Hooker motor mounts, which are actually really nice units. I think we're going to do those for now on because they use a full-size clamshell with a poly bushing instead of the tiny little thin poly sandwiched type motor mount, which transfers a lot of NVH and vibration into the car itself. These won't, because these are based on the stock style. A whole bunch of other parts we got. Starter, flywheel, all that stuff, all part of the GM Performance kit. As you can see, the entire interior, which was, like I said, a complete awesome interior, is out, just so we can strip everything down. We're going to sound deaden this whole thing, put extra heat mat where we need to, like here where the two mufflers are underneath. And this is our, shoot, who is it? Studio Works, I think. I'll link it up here. I'll look it up after the fact. Transmission tunnel, which you need for the 6L80, 6L90. I'm not sure TR6060, but you need to raise it up quite a bit to fit that big giant transmission. Stock dashboard is going back in, but we are recoloring this because, as you can see, this compared to this is just not a great color, and so we're going to take care of that for him. Eventually, this is a white top. he thinks he wants to go blacktop before he gets it back too, so we might be taking care of that as well. Waiting for my drive-by-wire, or drive-by, yeah, wire, not cable, pedal bracket to get here so I can mount my GM pedal down there. And now we're going to throw this thing up in the air, and I'm going to show you what we've accomplished so far underneath. First, now that it's up in the air, we'll give you a look at these, I believe they're US Mag wheels that we got for this car. So this had stock, I don't know where they are, I think they're tucked in the corner over here. Yeah, they're tucked in the corner with a blanket on top of them. Just stock rally wheels, that's it, nothing crazy on it. So these are 18s, and we've got a 245/45 on the front and a 275/40 on the rear, which is your normal common size that most performance cars come with now. But I like these because they emulate the stock steel wheel style, and they don't come with these Pontiac center caps. We got those additional and installed them just because we figured that would look cool. We also got our Willward brakes all the way around, front and rear. I believe these are 12-inch discs, front and rear. And we'll go into the suspension now. So this engine, actually first, if you ever need to swap an LS into one of these old muscle cars on a stock frame, and a lot of the aftermarket frames as well, like the Roadster Shop stuff, they use the, I believe it's Holley 302-02 oil pan for extra clearance on everything. Otherwise, you will be hitting your crossmember. So, suspension. We have a complete Ridetech kit, front and rear, the whole 9 yards. We ordered it all as one. It's about a $5,500 or a $6,000 kit. Comes with everything you need. Comes with, we got the pin spindles. They also have the spindles that you can have a bolt-in hub style hub, but we did the pin. Lower control arm, upper control arm, sway bar, coilovers. What else we got in the front here? I think that's it for the front. And in the rear, we also have a Holley transmission crossmember. In the rear, unlike the Camaro, or the two Camaros we've done just recently, this car was originally a 4-link, the A-bodies are. And so there's no having to convert over from leaf spring to 4-link. So what they do is they use your existing places. They give you multiple hole locations. This bracket is bolt-on. So these are your lower brackets. Those, you get your upper arms. They give you new spherical bushings, like their rod end type deals that get pressed into the housing itself to get rid of any kind of slop or play that's in there. Rear sway bar, which is a very nice unit actually. I like that sway bar a lot. And of course coilovers in the rear too, which I kind of like this whole kit. This car's going to be a night and day animal. And you can see the backside of our Willwards there. I made up some custom lines because usually, if you know, these are drum in the back, or even if they're disc, they come out to here basically and then soft line out. So I made some custom lines to go to our soft lines that came in the Willward kit. E-brake is all hooked up. And other than that, we've got a tank from, I believe it's Tanks Inc., which is a fuel injection baffled tank, which mounts your fuel pump. I don't know if we can see up there. No, not really. But there's a fuel pump here, and everything is baffled, so you're not going to get any fuel slosh issues. And then your sender is right here. And this is in here just to make sure everything fit in there good. I still have to do some plumbing and everything. For fuel management, that is, I believe, a 340 liter per hour pump in there, but it's not a returnless pump, so we have to run a return system. So rather than mount a regulator up here and run 2 lines all the way up and 2 lines all the way back, I opted to go for the Corvette style fuel regulator. All with quick connect fittings on this one instead of AN fittings, how we usually do, but the quick connects go into ANs. It's just the kit we decided to go with on this one. So we will supply in here. This is your return back out to the tank, and of course this is your supply up to the engine. Here, as you can see, that distribution block I was telling you about, and instead of bending lines and putting the curly Q in them to get down here, we just did all 3AN hardware from our proportioning valve up there down to our distribution block. Other than that, these are all the factory lines that were on this vehicle. So you had this line here, then you had a return line You had your fuel supply line on this side and a vacuum line for emissions. This thing was done extremely good. And all these lines are all stainless steel. They're all beautiful. As you can see in this one, I just went right into the stock line in the stock location, right up to my Willwood caliper. And these are 4-piston front calipers and 4-piston rear calipers. So, as boring as that was, now you're up to speed on a build that, unfortunately, as much as I wanted to document it, has been done in the background for right now, just because we've had so much going on. Like, you guys haven't even seen this. This is a 69 Chevelle 496 with a fast system on it, full drag suspension, Mickey Thompson ETs on the back, super nice car. This is not ours, and we did not buy it for us. We actually bought this for another dealership. We are looking for cars for other places now, so we're the middleman, and I'm taking care of a few little odds and ends on this until we ship it over to the dealership. Well, other than that, this was just going to be a quick catch-up video on this vehicle because we did a crap ton of work to it and I filmed none of it because, like I said, we were all hectic. But stay tuned, because this blue beauty is going to be rolling at some point. We'll probably have it up and ready to go by the spring.